So today I wanted to look at an accessory for in this case, my iPhone 15 Pro Max, but this is for any iPhones, or actually a good deal of smartphones out there today, not just Apple branded. And that is the various cases from Komodoty. In this case specifically, we're talking about the slim wood grain case. So this is actually made out of real wood with a Kevlar layer of reinforcement in it so it doesn't just break because it's so thin. Really thin wood veneer like this would just crack like crazy. This case has become one of my favorite cases I've ever actually put on my phone in terms of feel, in terms of look. However, there is one downside to it, and one downside only, that I can personally found myself. Now I understand that some people would argue it's not very protective, it doesn't have the big bumpers around it and stuff like that. I don't drop my phone really ever. There we go. However, I love having slim line case. I actually, when I first got my iPhone 15 Pro Max, I actually ran without a case for a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, and loved it. But I did miss having the extra protection around the cameras and stuff like that. So I went back to having a case. In this case, there's only one thing that I dislike about this, and it's not a killer. So let's bring the camera in here, show you what it looks like. We'll go over through this specific case, and I'll tell you what is the one thing I don't like. Okay, so here we are. This is this is the box that it came in. Just nice. Thank you for your order. They do plant a tree for every order they do get, and then it just, came in a nice protective box to make sure that it didn't get damaged in shipping. Always appreciate that. In this case, this is the walnut. Now they also offer like a charcoal dark black color. I don't exactly know the type of wood that's made out of. They have a mahogany, they have a rosewood, and then they have a bamboo one. This is, my favorite wood grain is a walnut, this dark brown, almost, some walnuts you get that purplish hue, love it. But I just love walnut. I love the look of walnut. I love how they basically push off the different grains and stuff of the wood in this. And then I really like how they did the camera bump. So you can see there is a nice protective bump around the cameras so that when you place it down on a table, you're not scratching, or potentially at least, scratching the lenses of your cameras. So that camera bump works really, really well. It's designed well, it fits well, and if I actually take this off my phone, and maybe before I do that, I'm going to mention, this case fits the phone perfectly. I mean, there are some cases that I've had that, hey, that's great, but this thing is like a glove. Once it snaps onto your phone, it is like part of your phone. So when you take it off, you kind of got to be careful because it's so well on there. So I just kind of pop off one of each corner here. Oh, popped off there. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to do the other one here. Yeah, maybe I should just angle it out. There we go. So you can see even on the inside, it's 100% wood grain all the way around. And it is extremely thin. So very, very thin case. So, my favorite thing about thin cases is it's almost as good as having a naked phone. But you're adding a little bit of protection to it. In this case, you're also adding looks, right? So adding protection, but adding that lovely wood look. Now, the only thing that I have come to dislike about this case, and it's not a mission killer, it's not MagSafe compatible. Now, that said is hard to say specifically, because what I mean by not MagSafe compatible, I'm going to put a MagSafe case next to this. This is the Peak Design case, which is another case I use regularly. I love this case as well. And when I snap, like this is actual Apple's MagSafe, it'll attach, and I mean, it is part of the case then, right? It is magnetically attached. If you use a MagSafe car mount, if you use a MagSafe, whatever, it doesn't matter what it is, this case will stick to it like a serious magnet. They put some good magnets in this case. And then obviously with that magnet alignment and everything, it transfers that energy and keeps the alignment of the MagSafe power connector to your phone, so it charges at the best rate it can through the material, and pretty awesome. This does not have those magnets. Now that's not to say you can't use it with a MagSafe charger, because it does still find the magnets of the phone, right? So this case is so thin that this will still align, but you're not gonna, it doesn't have a whole lot of power. So the downside to this isn't the non-use of this charging cable, because it can easily use this charger on your nights, or like setting on the counter or whatever, or on your desk. This is not a problem. But if you're using MagSafe phone holders in the vehicle or on your nightstand, so I actually have a MagSafe, holds my phone at whatever, a heavy like 70-degree angle or whatever. This case will not work. The phone will slide right off of it. It grabs on for a little bit and then slides off. Just, because it's using the magnets of the phone, but through the wood substrate. So it just doesn't have the hold power. But it's not a MagSafe case. It shouldn't be, I did not expect it to work. I found it lovely that at least it worked with this. But because of that thickness, I don't know if we're gonna get the actual full power in charging as fast as possible without having those extra magnets in between. So I did want to mention that. That is literally the only thing I found that I disliked about it. And that's not a big dislike, because if you're going for a truly aesthetic, lovely aesthetic case, this thing hits a home run. So Brian, you might ask, how much does a lovely case like this cost? Retail, about $56.99, I think is what they actually sit it at retail. Right now on Komodoty's website, you can get this case in all the various colors for $39.98 or something like that. So less than 40 bucks, you can get yourself an actual wood grain case. I have tried a handful of wood cases in the past, and all of them were nice, but every single one broke because they just didn't have the right rigidity or the right support in the right places. This case does not feel like it's going to just snap on me, which is the first wood case that I've had for a long time that felt like that. And on top of that, the actual camera bump they put in here is fantastic. This is by far my favorite wood case that I've ever had. Probably one of my top 3 cases I've ever put on my phone. Maybe top 2. I love this case. And the only thing that would make this better is if they were able to line in a really thin layer of magnets so that, yeah, while this works, that I could use my mounts. So in my car or on my nightstand where I actually prop it up using MagSafe, that is the one thing that would turn this case into the absolute case I would use every single day I use this phone. So that is the Komodoty Wood Slim case. I love it, except for that one thing. So Komodoty does offer other cases that are MagSafe compatible, not in the Slim Wood series, but they have like a canvas case. They have a whole bunch of them. And if you want to check them out at their website. I will put links in the description where you can find this case, and directly to their website you can take a peek at their whole lineup of cases for all the various phone models out there. So I will put a link to this specific one, to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and then from there you can choose whatever you want, and then as well as just their blank website. So thanks for checking all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for like, comment, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate it. Anytime you hit the thumbs up on this video, it helps me out, and I appreciate it. I will have links here at the end of the video if you'd like to check out some other cases or other reviews that I have done in the past. By all means, check them out. Head over to the channel and see what all I have to offer. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching to the end of this video, and we'll see you back here on techgooch for another video review. We'll see you soon.